Welcome everybody to Haddenham Healthcare's webinar, where we are really excited to bring you issue 6 of our catalogue. Thank you for attending. Thank you for all showing up so much on time. We really appreciate your interest. By the end of the hour, we will have provided you with some insights, some highlights from within the catalogue. And this is all in the hope that the changes and the new additions within the catalogue don't go unnoticed. So please let me introduce the team. Presenting tonight, we have Gillian Buckley, Clinical Advisor, Helen Smender, Clinical Advisor, Jess McNay, Customer Service Extraordinaire Supervisor, Caroline Saasios, who does our graphic design work and supports me with communications, and myself as General Manager for Australia. I also would like to welcome who I know, some of them are in the background, being Anastasia, Hannah, Gay, Bridget, and Ilza, all who make up the customer service team, and we all work in together. Joining us from the Chile, UK this morning, we have Tom Wright. We're expecting George Deeney, Mark Edwards, and possibly Tim Gabb. So you may see their names rolling through the screen as you look through those that are there with us. So let me start by just introducing you to the agenda. I'll let you just peruse that through. Each of the presenters will talk to a different topic, and between us we will cover and look at what remains to be familiar within the catalogue and what is new, and then importantly, how we can all stay connected. Firstly, I just want to let me say that based on some really positive feedback that we continue to receive, we have again printed the catalogue with our pricing within this. So we appreciate that sometimes your decision making can be influenced by cost. So we like to really support you by being upfront and honest about this information, hence it's in the catalogue. There are some changes, so if you need clarity, please don't hesitate to call the customer service team. So we're excited to release issue 6. Let's begin. Caroline is now going to introduce us to the theme of the catalogue and touch on Haddenham Healthcare's approach to therapy.
Thanks, Helen. Haddenham Healthcare provide therapists with opportunity and options to help improve the lives of those with lymphedema, chronic edema, and lipedema. Assessment and management of these conditions requires a level of care and attention to detail, something that can be likened to the art of origami, transforming squares of paper into beautiful forms achieved with skill and focus. Butterflies are a familiar symbol of life, resilience, and triumph. Symbolism we hope will be associated with the positive difference Haddenham can help you make to the lives of your patients. Freedom to choose has been a theme across our upper and lower limb garment options for a number of years. This has evolved to encompass the full Haddenham offering. At all stages of treatment planning, we support you to combine your clinical knowledge, skills, and experience together with your client assessment, treatment goals, understanding of our product range, and our ordering options to choose products that meet a need and provide a solution for your clients. Helen will now highlight some of the familiar elements you may recognise in this latest catalogue, as well as introduce some new ones.
Hi, so be familiar with the layouts that we have within our catalogue, and we have added a few extra bits to help you find what you like in the catalogue quickly. There are tab sections for easy navigation along the side. They're colour coordinated, that you can flick on that section and you'll take you straight to the upper limb, lower limb, comfy wave, whatever. You've also got that on your digital catalogue. There's a number of steps to guide your choices once you get to the page that you would like to use. And their clear product details, including options and codes, are on the page once you get there. So here you have the indexed collection of your products and beautiful colours down the side there, clear photos which you may be wanting to use, and then use that colour code there to flick yourself to the catalogue wherever you would like to go to. So stepping through your choices for your upper and lower limb garments, you would like to choose, first of all, number 1, your style and compression class. And you can see on here you have your style and compression class there. So to remember that you've got a wide range of sizes here. Next, you choose your short length, so your short and your regular and your long measurements, whether you want an A to D or A to G. Refer to the chart there, and that will step you through what you need to use from there. Choosing your foot lengths as well is your next step. That's number included photos of the grip top. So you have your 3 centimetre and your 5 centimetre plain grip top, and then you have some extra options to lace and 5 centimetres should you need a little bit more grip. Once you've chosen that, then you would go to your toe, with like a closed toe or an open toe, then choose your colour for beige or black. The standard stock colour is beige. The next option would be to go to choose your options, and there are many options in here, and please have a look through them. There may be some options there that you haven't been using before, but they have been made a little bit clearer, and the pictures are a little bit larger so that you can see those options a little bit more clearly through there. So when you are ordering, you have 3 choices to order. The stock is in pink, and that's colour-coded throughout the catalogue. These products are ready for the same day dispatch when the order is received via an account and you've paid for it by 1 o'clock. Your made to order allows you to prescribe all aspects of the garment to suit your client without the need for custom made. So please have a look at the extra wide options in green. They may mean that you do not need to go for a custom made garment if you use the made to order option and use your green measurements to measure your patient with. If, however, the measurements are outside the widths and the extra wide widths, then yes, of course, you'll need to go to a custom made. And this offers you a very wide choice of style and fabric, and the options will be made to your client's specific measurements. Should you, of course, need help with your custom made garment, the clinical advisors are available for you to contact through the sales office, and we'll call you. We could be in a Zoom meeting, we could be on a call, an email. Photos are fantastic. We'll follow up and help you step your way through that process, whether you've been doing it for many years and you've got a very tricky patient, or perhaps you're a new practitioner. We are here to help. So some familiar healthcare products which appeared in separate booklets, they are now within the catalogue. So Easy Wrap, many of you will be familiar with, and we have made some improvements to the Easy Wrap garments. We had some old tabs, we now have new tabs. The new tab, as you can see from the photo here, has a distinct edge to it which does not have Velcro attached to it. This helps your elderly clients grip hold of that tab and get the compression across without them slipping underneath the Velcro. The surface has also changed, thanks Caroline, so that the old backing was quite fluffy. If you had your Velcro accidentally touch the inside of the garment, it would pick up a lot of fluff. That would make the Velcro very difficult to attach. And those of us who've been using wraps for many years have discovered that. The additional bands are within stock, and they are here with us. Please use those if you need extra oomph. The additional bands are there to help you with those wraps and extend the life of the wrap, help give you a little bit more oomph where you may need it for some extra compression. And they are here in stock in Melbourne. Beige and black, fantastic. Lots of people would like to have their black option. Doesn't show the dirt quite so much, which can happen. They are both here in stock, the beige and the black. And for blokes who like to wear something around their leg that doesn't quite look quite so pink, the black option is really very nice for them as well. So encouraging you to use the black, same price, no difference. So, of course, the Comfy Wave we've included in the catalogue as well. That also came as a separate booklet, and that's now in your catalogue. The layout is very similar to the catalogue, the booklet we had, and we started off with the below knee, and we then extended to the thigh high, and you had the arm sleeve and the arm sleeve with the mitten. The range has now been extended to include a glove from fingers to wrist, and the long glove from fingers to the upper forearm that it stops just below the elbow. Slightly different material, slightly different elastane fibres, made for comfort than appears in the rest of the range. You also have bands, so the abdominal band, fantastic from the waist to the upper thigh, as you can see in the slide here, and with the breast band and the thigh with hip. This video shows a lady who's donning this garment and just shows you how beautifully easily they are to be donned. Made of low resistant yarns. The only thing on contact with the skin is the corrugation. Wicks the heat and moisture away beautifully, so your big hot sweaty blokes are not going to get hot overnight in this particular garment. And it's comfy weight means what it actually is, very comfortable. These are in stock, so all Comfy Wave items are kept in stock. You've got your pink tab there to let you know that they are all here in stock. So I'll hand over to Jill, and I'm going to introduce you to some new products and a new way for reading the sizing charts.
Thanks, Helen. So as Helen said, we've got some new products that I'll briefly introduce you to this evening, and these will obviously be available in the new catalogue as well. So I'm excited that we've got a new range of compression bras called the Prairie Wear Bra. Some of you may have seen these as they have been introduced over a short period of time. So Prairie Wear are a range of, there's two types of compression bras. Perhaps just Caroline, show us the next slide. Both of them are a very easy fit. So they've both got a front zip and some adjustable shoulder straps. A really interesting innovation is they've got an extender that can be set into the front zip section that's about 10 centimetres wide to give people some alternative compression options. There's also a pocket that can be for a breast form or for use for some lymph pads as well. So this just gives you a diagram of the Vida. So there's, as I said, there's two in the range. The Vida, which is slightly lower compression, so more moderate compression, and you'll see there that it's seamless. They refer to it as being operating room ready, so it can be laid flat underneath the person and used post-surgery, obviously wire-free and a seamless knitting compression. This is the Prima, so this is a higher level compression, and you'll note that both of them are antibacterial, latex-free and Velcro-free. So this one has two hooks at the front to assist with the getting the zip done up, and the adjustable padded straps are a little bit wider in that one, and it's a deeper side. So I've actually been using it for a couple of my lateral chest wall and breast lymphedema patients with some success. So it's really easy to measure. We really just take a circumference measure around the axilla, and that will give you your sizing range, and it's from extra small to extra, extra large. I'm quite excited that the colour choice is black and beige, and there's a rather gorgeous, very hot pink as well. We're keeping those all in stock, so all of the three colours and the size range, as well as the two different styles. Great, so I hope you will have a little look at those and enjoy them. Now, the Ito Grace product is also new in our range, and some of you may have seen this at the conference in 2021, or the ALA Symposium. We had some samples that we were showing at that time. So the new product is the Ito Grace product, and it's specifically designed for our lipedema population. So it's a supportive and breathable, it's a cut and sew garment, and many of you will know the Ito material already from the bras and the head and neck and the torso garments that we stock, and it's a class 2 graduated compression profile. So it's suitable for day wear. You can see our gorgeous 3 models who are a family who in the UK who were the models for this new product. So you will see that it comes at the very top. This is obviously from our catalogue. It comes as either tights, footless tights, or a capri mid-calf style. So there's just those 3 options, and we've got 3 colour choices. There's also some waist fastenings and some pubis options. I guess the difference is with this product than what you might have seen in the Ito range before in the lower limb is that it's, I guess, sort of semi-customised. So there are some specific measurements that you will need to take and some length measurements, but it's a much simpler system than doing a full custom tights or pantyhose. So I think you'll find this a great product. We are producing a video guide for that, which will be available soon. And there's some specific order forms to guide your measuring, as you can see there, and they're already available. So that just gives you a little bit of a view of what these garments look like. As I said, we also can have them finishing at a mid-calf length as well. So I'm sure you'll be interested in those for the lipedema population. And another new product is our Stride. So the Lymph Active sock is new in our range. So this is a class 2 only below knee garment. It's been designed as for the more active person. It's fairly robust. So it's a sock that can be worn directly inside, and it has quite a cushioned sole. So you'll see there that it's below knee, that we've got 4 colour choices. So the black is our stock. There's a black, grey, a navy, and then a white with a blue stripe on it that you can see there. But black is our stock item, and you can see there from extra small to extra large, and 2 leg lengths. Now we're also introducing the Haddenham lymph pads. So these are, we would use these in conjunction with our compression therapy to help to break down the fibrotic tissue by creating changes in the tissue pressure, which enhances the massaging effect. This in turn stimulates the microcirculation. So these are a density foam with a polyamide backing and is latex free. So there are 2 different profiles you'll see. I'm just holding those up for you. There's the large dots, quite a flexible product, and also the waveform. So they're both like the size of an A4 paper sheet, would be about the same size as these products. So the last part of my session is to talk to you a little bit about how the sizing charts have changed in the catalogue, so that we've integrated the extra wide measurements into those. So let's have a little look at that now. Thanks, Caroline. So we're just showing here how the old catalogue looked on the left side compared with the new catalogue on the right side. So this is showing one of our below knee Pertex lights. So you'll see there that at the calf, the below the knee, and the G upper thigh measurements, you'll see above the black numbers, there's also some green numbers. And so that's showing you what the extra wide sizing is for each of our different sizes. So before it was sort of popped on the top and you had to look down and then look up again. So we've integrated that now. So hopefully that will be clearer for you. So if you're choosing, say, a size 8, you can see that ankle measurement there, and you can go up to the calf, up to the knee, and up to the thigh, and look at what your options might be for a standard width versus an extra wide option. Another small change, and this is highlighted in the catalogue as well, is just where you're taking your measurements and where you're taking your circumferences on a lower limb garment. So you'll see there that the B, the C, the D, and the G, and you'll also see where the extra wide options come in. So particularly, I wanted to note that our G measurements should be approximately 3 centimetres or 2 finger widths below the crutch. So that is a little bit of a change from what we've been talking about, but we think it's really a really important thing to highlight, and I think we'll get some much better leg length accuracies with using your measurements in this way. The other thing I just wanted to highlight, and this is at the beginning of the lower limb section, so it's not in every garment section, but we have actually included the length of the foot as well as the shoe size. So you'll know from your past dealings with Haddenham lower limb garments that shoe size has been the determinant of foot length. So we've actually added the centimetres in So for the short, you'll see the centimetres are less than 24, regular 24 to 26.5, and a long foot 27 to 29. Obviously, the shoe size still works really well, but that just gives you a bit of a backup if you just wanted to check. And that's obviously from the back of the heel to the top of the toe. So this is just showing out the changes in the upper limb catalogue, again, where the extra wide fits in there. So the extra wide measurement is only at the G measure, so at the axilla. So you'll see there that we've just included that above the regular length. So that gives you an easier view of how, in terms of your selection. And again, that shows where the change between the regular and the wide occurs, which will just help you with your decision making. I'll hand you back to Helen Chamberlain now, who will be talking about some reevaluated sizing for our upper limb sleeves. Thanks, Helen.
Okay, thanks, Jill. I just wanted to draw some attention to the upper limb circular knit sleeves. We've been hearing feedback for some time now that many people find that our Venex and Star Cotton and Ductus sleeves are somewhat too tight in their feeling and a little bit intolerable to wear. So Tom Wright set about to kind of to evaluate this and to compare and to understand the reasoning, to try and find some reasoning behind that. So like I say, this affected the circular knit upper limb sleeves, so the Venex, the Star Cotton and the Ductus. And we'll just show the next slide just to give a reference point as to how and what has changed with this sizing chart. We all understand the concept of the compression and the classes of compression, and sleeves are nominated by what class of compression they provide. So, you know, for example, the 23 to 32 is the class 2 sleeve. I want to show a comparison of the old sizing chart versus the new sizing chart, which is now in issue 6, the catalogue issue 6. So what has happened is that we determined that our sleeves were, with the old chart, were sitting really high in that class 2 category. And we believe that this was contributing to why they were feeling so firm and often intolerable. We've now re-evaluated the sizing chart. So the sizing chart is different. And however, the garments that you choose will still offer and still sit within that class 2, class 1, or class 2 or class 3 range. They now sit mid-range rather than upper range. So the garment themselves haven't changed. The measuring chart has. If you are sizing a new client, I would use the new sizing chart. If you have an existing client that is already wearing a Venex or a Star Cotton or a Ductus sleeve, bearing in mind that the sleeves are the same, if they are already comfortable in a size medium, leave them in a medium. So hopefully that over time will start to become comfortable with that. If you are someone that has tried the sleeves in the past and have experienced that, I really actually encourage you to try again, because they are now fitting quite differently. And we're starting to understand how they are fitting quite comfortably and getting some different, more positive feedback. So that's a new release into the new catalogue. Just be really conscious of that. So next we have Jess, who's going to take us through some more product highlights. She's going to look at anklets, Pertex-like pantyhose and gloves, and she's also going to take you through some ordering options. So I'll leave you with our lovely Jess.
Thank you, Helen. So as Helen said, I'm going to be taking you quickly through some of our existing products, but in our new catalogue, they are presented and offered in different new exciting ways. This includes garments that were previously only custom made, now available as made to order, and garments that were previously only available made to order, now available in our stock off the shelf offerings. So the first one is our anklets, which one of my personal favourites of our Haddenham garments. I've always found them to be a bit of a hidden gem. They are now front and center within each fabric page with the full range of all the other garments. I love our anklets because they can be used either on their own, in conjunction with our easy wrap garments, or you can also double layer them. One of my favorite comments about our anklets was from a therapist many years ago who said that they were liked by their client who had declined everything else, and it was a breakthrough. And that to me just shows that they are definitely a garment worth looking at and considering for your client. The anklets offer two lengths, whether you want to go up to your client's B measure, or you can go to the B1 measure for that slightly longer garment. We do hold the regular length ones in stock, but you can get the short ones as the made to order when required. The anklets also have their own specific sizing charts, separate to those for the other lower limb garments. So make sure that you do find these on the bottom of each section, as the sizing may differ from what they would be in from a below knee or a thigh high. We do hold the Pertex Light, the Pertex 2 and the Veni Class 2 in their default colours in stock now, very excitedly. And you can also get all of the other fabrics in the made to order or custom made. Another new exciting addition to our new catalogue is the creation of Pertex Light pantyhose within made to order. So we are now offering these in both the full pantyhose as well as the one leg with panty garments. As these are within the made to order as well as the custom made, there is a number of the special options available for these, including the half compression or full compression panty, which is definitely required for some patients. Just a reminder that if you don't specify one of these, the default is no compression in the panty section. These are available in either black or beige and are suitable for patients who require compression all the way up the leg and even into the panty section. Third new addition is our extension of our gloves and mitten offerings. So within these, we have now introduced Gold Punked Class 2 and Pertex Class 3 gloves and mittens with our made to orders. This is in addition to our Pertex Light and Pertex 2 garments that we do hold in stock in our Melbourne office. One thing I love about our gloves and mittens, especially our made to order and stock ones, is that they work really well with our custom made sleeves. If your patient is fitting into only custom made within your sleeve and within the arm section, but they fit into an off the shelf glove, absolutely mix and match. They work really well in terms of that. And it may even offer a couple of extra options for your client that you may not have been aware of before. So once we go through all of that, so that is all our flat knits, mittens, gloves, and they do complement with the sleeves really well. Once you've decided what you're wanting to order for your patient and it's time to place the order, first thing I would recommend doing is looking at the catalogue. The catalogue is, I like to think of it as our Haddenham Bible. It has got everything in it that you need to find and order what your patient requires. These are also complemented by our order forms, of which we have a wide range, and we are constantly adding and updating to this collection. We have our general standard order form, which can be used for stock, made to order, or custom made garments. We then also have our made to order forms, separate ones for the upper limb and lower limb. These help to guide your choices for your patient and also follow the steps within the catalogue that Helen mentioned earlier, just to make sure that you are ticking all those boxes. We then also have some specific forms for certain stock items, including our easy wraps. Within these, you will find all the sizing, all the colour options, and both the light and the strong, and it's as easy as ticking a box for which garments you need. If this is at all overwhelming, we promise we don't mean it to be. We will do what we can to make it as easy as possible, including our Come In Soon resource manual that will include all of these order forms as well as our measuring guides, basically a one-stop shop between this and the catalogue to make it as easy as possible to get your patient into the garments they need as soon as possible. We also very excitedly will be launching later this year our online order portal. This will aid in ease of getting quotes or placing orders for your clients and will be accessible for you to use either within your office during your admin hours or even on the go. As it's online, you can jump on your phone or your iPad to put through the order. That's, yep, I guess our exciting developments. I will now pass you back to Helen.
Terrific. Thanks, Jess. That was really thorough. And I think I've even picked up on a couple of things that are highlighted. So thanks. I think the thing to consider now is that we've put in front of you lots of information, hopefully sparked some thoughts in terms of what other options you might want or like to become more familiar with, or there may well be queries around new sizing, new charts, new prices, etc. If you've put any questions into the chat, we will respond by email or by phone, depending on what it is. But at any point in time, we're very open to questions, comments, thoughts, and considerations. So please just call into customer service, email into customer service, just keep in contact and get in contact with us. We have introduced, to help manage time more as efficiently as we can, we've introduced a new booking system to which you, the clinicians, can be in contact with our clinical advisors. It helps to streamline availability and be really sure that we actually catch you in your busy days. During the week, we generally always have someone available. It just may be a different person on a different day. So we've introduced this booking system. It's run in conjunction with the customer service team who have access to the booking system. They will help determine a time and a person to which you can be in contact with. Reminders will be sent to you. Each time I've done it, it's super worked well. I've been in contact with a clinician. We've talked through, we've known what we're on the phone to talk about or on Zoom to talk about, and the link has been really successful. So I really encourage you to consider, always put your questions forward. If the customer service team are unable to support your query, or they think that it's actually heading down a really clinical route, that may now involve booking and scheduling a time to speak with any of us. If you have something urgent, then of course make contact with whomever you have a phone number for, or make contact with customer service and let them know that you either have a patient with you or they're imminently arriving and you need some help now, and we will do our best to be available to you. We're here to be available. We just need to pick up on what your situation is, and we'll try and respond as best as possible. So the digital catalogue has come out and is available. We all know that everybody loves a printed catalogue, and equally so do we. They are with the printers now, and we are awaiting the large shipment of the catalogues. We will be getting those catalogues to you as soon as possible. If you have not already, please request your number of catalogues you would like, and we will make sure we get that number of catalogues to you. We appreciate that many of you work in different locations. Get as many catalogues as you practically need to make things easy for yourself. Remembering that if you don't have it with you, you can also access it through the digital version, and you can also, of course, access the website, which will have sizing charts to correspond with the catalogue anyway. So there's many ports of access. If we go to the next slide, it really just focuses on where to next. Where to next, I can't emphasize more to say that we have a clinical advisory team, we have a fabulous customer service team, and we have Ilse that heads up our resources. You can make contact with each of these different sectors individually. You can also just simply call into customer service or email into customer service, And Jess and the team will be there to sort of forward any emails or any queries that they are unable to manage. They will quickly forward them and utilise that booking system. So we are here to support you and to work with you and to try and make your lives easier as you manage people with lymphedema and lipedema and chronic edema, and ultimately make their lives better. So it's a nice round circle. So therein lies our launch of our issue 6 catalogue. We hope this gives you an idea of just what is inside the catalogue, some of the new things, some of the familiar things, how to make contact, and some things for the future to consider and keep a lookout for will, of course, be the mailed out printed version of the catalogue. The resource book will come in the near future, and the online order portal. So utilise all of these as they come out to you. We will make sure that you are aware when they're available. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for sharing in part of Haddenham Healthcare. I wish you a really safe and enjoyable rest of the evening. Keep safe, keep well. Good night. Thank you very much.